Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Working hard, staying positive, setting goals, but life still isn't flowing the way it should? It's not because you're unlucky. It's because your energy isn't aligned. And here's the truth. Sometimes the universe is ready to bless you, but you're just not tuned in to receive it. That's where this video comes in. Because March 30th, 2025 isn't just another day. It's a rare, energetic doorway. And when your mind, your focus, and your spirit line up with that energy, things begin to move. Today, I'm going to share 6 sacred numbers inspired by Buddhist teachings and ancient energy wisdom. These numbers aren't magic tricks. They're tools. Tools to help you unlock clarity, calm, and conscious prosperity. But first, let's make a commitment to your journey. To kick things off, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. I welcome growth and harmony into my life. That one sentence is your first shift. Say it, mean it, feel it. Because this isn't about chasing luck, it's about aligning with it. Let's begin. The grounding strength of 65. Heart meets wallet. Let me tell you a story that stayed with me for years. I once knew a woman named Maria, a yoga instructor in her 50s. She didn't own a fancy car, didn't invest in stocks, and never chased after status symbols. But there was something about her energy, calm, steady, whole. Her yoga studio was tiny, tucked behind a garden. No advertising, no promotions. Yet it was always full, and not just with students. It was full of peace. One afternoon after a class, I asked her, "Do you ever worry about money?" She smiled gently. "I used to," she said, "until I realized money is like breath. The tighter you hold it, the more you suffer. But when you let it flow in harmony, it sustains you." That was the first time I understood the deeper meaning behind the number 65. In Buddhist numerology, 6 represents compassion, care, emotional intelligence. 5 is the number of movement, adaptability, and transformation. Together they form 65, a symbol of balanced evolution, the ability to grow without becoming chaotic, to expand without losing your emotional anchor. Financial insight. In our pursuit of wealth, we often fall into 2 extremes. We become too emotional, letting fear or stress drive us into impulsive decisions, overspending, overinvesting, or making desperate choices. Or we go too cold, clinging to every dollar, hoarding from a place of scarcity, afraid to let anything go. But the number 65 invites us into the middle path. It says, feel your way forward, but don't drown in your feelings. Move with change, but don't lose yourself in the noise. This is not about fast money or lucky wins. It's about long-term alignment, where your heart and your wallet speak the same language. Try this grounding practice. Every morning before you check your phone, look into the mirror and softly say, "I align my heart with my wealth. I trust in both flow and stability." Write 65 on a small piece of paper and keep it in your wallet or purse. Each time you spend money, even on something small, pause, glance at that number and say, "I circulate abundance with peace." This tiny ritual shifts your mindset from fear to flow, from loss to trust. Buddhist reminder, contentment is the greatest wealth. Dhammapada, money doesn't create peace, but peaceful people attract money. And more importantly, they know how to use it without being used by it. Special practice for March 30th. Write down 5 things you're truly grateful for, things that open your heart. Then write 6 financial goals, not just to get more, but to live with purpose. Sit in stillness and chant 65 6 times, breathing deeply. Let that number guide you back to center, because when your emotions and intentions are aligned, wealth flows naturally, not through chasing, but through calm presence. 2. The breakthrough force of 94. Wisdom awakens. Let me paint a picture for you. You're walking through a dense fog. The air is heavy, your steps are slow, and though your heart wants change, your mind doesn't know where to go. Everything feels uncertain, your thoughts, your finances, your future. Then, suddenly, something shifts. The fog begins to lift, and in that stillness, a path appears. Not a shortcut, not an escape, but a real way forward. That moment, that clarity after confusion, is the energy of 94. What does 94 mean? In Buddhist numerology, 9 symbolizes completion, awakening, and wisdom. It's the closing of one chapter and the sacred pause before starting another, with awareness. 4 is the energy of foundation, structure, and inner discipline, the quiet strength to rebuild with purpose. Together, they form 94, a breakthrough number, a mental and spiritual turning point. It says, you're ready to stop looping. You're ready to step forward with vision. Let me ask you this. How many ideas have you buried because of fear? How many times have you whispered, I'm just not lucky enough? But 94 isn't about luck. It's about mental readiness. It's about finally realizing the real fog isn't outside, it's inside, and you have the power to clear it. A true story of change. A man I coached, let's call him Ethan, wanted to start a small online business, but he was stuck in doubt. What if I fail? What if I lose money? We flipped the question. I asked him, what belief do you need to release to begin? He paused, thought deeply, then said, that I'm not good enough to succeed on my own. That was his breakthrough, his 94 moment. He started small, 1 product, 1 customer. But within 12 months, he had not only replaced his full-time income, he had also rebuilt his self-worth. And it all started by letting go of an old belief. Morning practice for you. Sit quietly in the morning. Visualize a calm blue light washing over your head and shoulders, clearing mental fog. Say softly, 94, I awaken my wisdom. I release old limits. Let the number be your mantra of clarity. Ritual for March 30th. Write down 4 limiting beliefs you've carried. E.g., son, I'll never get out of debt. I'm bad with numbers, etc. Then write 9 empowering affirmations to rewrite them. E.g., I manage money wisely. I create opportunities with ease. Repeat 94 each time doubt creeps in. Let it anchor you back to clarity. 94 is not a number of chance. It's a number of courage. The moment you stop waiting and start choosing your path with open eyes. Because wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. And when you're quiet enough to listen, everything changes. 3. The magnetic power of 66. Multiply your inner light. Let me ask you something quietly powerful. Have you ever had a moment when everything just clicked? You didn't win the lottery. You didn't hit some massive milestone. But somehow your heart felt full. Maybe it was during a quiet sunrise walk, or when you shared tea with someone you love, or simply when you breathed and felt whole. That feeling, that peaceful, grounded wholeness, that's alignment. And that's the essence of 66. What is the energy of 66? In Buddhist tradition, the number 6 is deeply symbolic. It represents the 6 paramitas, the 6 perfections or virtues that help us cross over from suffering to awakening. Dana, generosity. Shila, ethical living. Ksanti, patience. Virya, right effort. Dhyana, mindfulness, concentration. Prajna, wisdom. Now imagine doubling that frequency. Not just having those traits, but letting them flow through everything you do. Your thoughts, your work, your relationships, your finances. That's the vibration of 66. Amplified virtue, magnetic clarity. It's not about trying harder to attract money or success. It's about becoming so aligned, so at peace within yourself, that abundance starts finding you. As the Buddha said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. This is where 66 invites you to raise your energy, not with stress, but with stillness. A simple yet powerful ritual. For March 30th, here's what to do. Wake before sunrise, sit in silence, visualize a soft golden light pouring into you with each breath. It's not just light, it's energy, purpose, calm. Chant 66 silently, not as a magic spell, but as a vibration, tuning your body, mind, and spirit. At night, do a grounding journaling practice. Write down 6 things you're deeply grateful for. Be honest, raw, even if it's just, I made it through today. Then write 6 soul-led goals, not for ego, but for growth. What would you move toward if fear had no grip on you? Fold that paper and place it under your pillow. Let it rest with your subconscious. Let it speak to the deeper parts of you as you sleep. A personal lesson. When I finally stopped chasing and started serving, everything changed. I began to lead with generosity, without expecting anything back. And somehow, the right people found me, the right opportunities, the peace. Not because I forced it, but because I became a clearer channel. That's the frequency of 66. If you're ready to attract more, not through struggle, but through sacred alignment, then live the 66 way, rooted in virtue, open to flow. Because when you carry light, the world reflects it right back to you. 4. The empowering wisdom of 38. Balance unlocks prosperity. Let me tell you a story about a man named Paul. On paper, Paul had it all. Executive title, 6-figure salary, the corner office. But inside, he was exhausted, unfulfilled. He came to me one day and said, I feel like I'm winning a game I don't even want to play. He had chased every external measure of success, but somewhere along the way, he lost connection to something deeper. When I asked him to pause and reflect on 3 parts of his life, body, mind, and spirit, he realized something startling. All 3 were completely out of sync. And that's exactly what the number 38 speaks to. What does 38 represent? The number 3 in spiritual symbolism represents the harmony between body, mind, and spirit, the foundational triad of wholeness. The number 8 represents infinity, prosperity, and energetic flow. It's a visual loop, a reminder that abundance is not a destination. It's a cycle that mirrors our inner balance. When you put them together, 38 becomes a call to realignment. It reminds us that true prosperity is not just having more, it's being whole. A moment of reflection. Ask yourself honestly, what good is financial success if your health is failing? What value is fame or recognition if your spirit is quietly starving? We live in a world that rewards hustle, but hustle without harmony leads to burnout. And that's what 38 invites us to undo. It doesn't say stop moving. It says move with alignment. Daily practice for March 30th. Here's how to embody the wisdom of 38. Upon waking, take 3 intentional breaths before you open your eyes. With each inhale, Bring awareness to your body, mind, and heart. Silently repeat, 38. I choose balance. Write down 3 core life goals. These aren't goals to impress anyone. They're what you truly long for. Maybe it's deeper connection, better health, or creative expression. Then list 8 small actions you can take that day to support those goals. Simple things. A healthy breakfast. A phone call you've been avoiding. Meditation. A 15-minute walk. These micro movements build momentum. Repeat this practice for 3 consecutive days. It's not just a to-do list. It's a commitment to your energetic alignment. A Buddhist lens. In Buddhism, imbalance creates dukkha, suffering. We suffer when we favor mind over body, or spirit over survival. But when the 3 pillars of your being are in harmony, you don't need to chase abundance. You become the field where it grows. 38 is your reminder. Abundance begins within. It doesn't come from the noise, it grows from the quiet. When you care for your body, clear your mind, and honor your spirit, life responds in kind. So don't just seek more, become more whole, and let 38 be your guide. 5. The Bridge of Transformation. 43. Let me take you into a simple yet powerful metaphor. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a misty river. Behind you is the life you've always known. Predictable routines, familiar fears, and the version of yourself you've grown comfortable with. In front of you, stretching across the water, is a beautiful golden bridge. And on the other side, a version of you that's fully alive, living with purpose, clarity, and deep fulfillment. But here's the thing, that bridge doesn't build itself. You have to walk it. And that walk takes something most people avoid: courage. What does 43 symbolize? The number 4 represents structure, foundation, and grounded patience. It reminds us of the importance of roots, steady, stable energy. The number 3 brings creativity, adaptability, and momentum. It's the spark that propels you into growth. Together, 43 becomes the number of transitional energy. It's the moment when you're no longer content to stay where you are, but not yet fully sure how to get where you want to be. And that's okay, because 43 doesn't demand perfection. It simply says, you're not stuck, you're just scared to release the edge of the river. The truth, few admit. Most people aren't stuck because they're incapable. They're stuck because they're clinging to an outdated identity. Growth feels risky, but stagnation is far more dangerous because it kills slowly, silently, over time. I once met a retired school teacher, Mr. Bao. After leaving his job, he felt lost. No title, no students, no structure. But there was one dream he had carried for years: to write a book capturing the wisdom his students had unknowingly given him over decades. 1 paragraph a day. That's how he started. No publisher, no big plan, just words. In 6 months, the manuscript was complete. In 9 months, he self-published. Today, his book is read in over a dozen countries. He didn't wait for the perfect moment. He took 1 step onto the bridge, and the rest revealed itself. Your practice for March 30th. Write down 3 things in your life that no longer align with your future. Habits, beliefs, relationships. Then list 4 inner qualities you must strengthen to evolve. Maybe it's discipline, compassion, creativity, courage. Every morning, close your eyes and visualize a golden bridge beneath your feet. Silently say 43 as you take 3 deep breaths. Feel yourself stepping forward, even if you don't know where it leads. The Buddhist message. In Buddhism, transformation begins when we release attachment to self. We don't cling to who we were. We honor who we're becoming. You don't need to see the full path to take the first step. You just need to trust the process. So today I ask you, what old identity are you willing to release so that the truest version of you can finally emerge? Let the energy of 43 guide your crossing. The bridge is ready. Are you? 6. The sacred power of 7. Awaken to the bigger story. Now let's slow everything down. Just for a moment, forget the goals. Forget the hustle. Forget the pressure to become something more. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Not as a distraction, but as an invitation. An invitation to return to yourself. That's the essence of 7. Why does this number keep showing up? 7 days of the week, 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 chakras in the body. Even after attaining enlightenment, the Buddha took 7 steps, and with each step, a lotus bloomed beneath him. In many cultures, and especially in Buddhist philosophy, 7 is the number of spiritual awakening, of divine rhythm, and of inner clarity. But here's the secret. It's not about doing more. It's about remembering that you already are enough. Gentle reflection. What if, instead of trying to fix yourself, you just started listening? What if everything you've been searching for is already available? But you've been moving too fast to notice. The energy of 7 asks us to be still, to be open, to be present. Because the truth is, the universe whispers wisdom, but you can only hear it when you stop shouting over it. My personal practice. Whenever life feels chaotic, too many tabs open in my mind, I don't run toward solutions. I do the opposite. I sit quietly. I place my hand over my heart. I whisper the number. 7. 1 breath. 1 word. And slowly, peace returns. Not because the world changes, but because I do. When I'm still, inspiration finds me. When I stop pushing, opportunity flows in. Because presence is power. A simple daily ritual. You don't need anything fancy. Just a small stone, a folded piece of paper, or even a reminder on your phone with the number 7. Each morning or evening, hold it in your hand. Close your eyes. Say softly, I align with the natural flow of life. I awaken to truth. Let those words settle into your nervous system like warm tea on a cold day. And before you sleep, give thanks for 7 small moments from your day. A smile, a kind message, a warm meal, a moment of clarity. They don't have to be big to be sacred. In Buddhist teachings, awakening doesn't come from force. It comes from presence, intention, and letting go. The number 7 reminds you, you don't need to become someone else to be whole. You just need to come home to who you already are. So today, don't chase alignment. Rest into it. Let 7 be your anchor. Let stillness be your teacher. And let life unfold, not through control, but through quiet trust. So now you've walked with me through 6 sacred numbers. Each one not just a digit, but a doorway. 65 showed you how to balance heart and wallet. 94 reminded you that wisdom begins when you release doubt. 66 multiplied your light through virtue and alignment. 38 brought you back to the power of balance. 43 asked you to step onto the bridge of transformation. And 7, the quietest of them all, whispered that awakening begins with presence. But here's the truth. These numbers won't change your life. You will. When you align your energy, your actions, and your awareness, that's when abundance flows. Not as luck, but as a natural outcome. In a world obsessed with chasing, these numbers are not shortcuts. They are signposts back to what truly matters. Clarity, intention, and deep, grounded peace. Let's make this real together. If any number today stirred something in your heart, comment below and share it. Which number spoke to your soul? Which one do you need most right now? Just type, "I align with my truth and walk in abundance." Let's fill the comments with energy, wisdom, and connection. And if you're walking this path of mindful living, give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next step in your journey. This isn't the end. It's the beginning. Not of something new outside you, but something ancient awakening within you. So take a deep breath, feel your feet, and let's walk forward, not with force, but with faith. See you in the next video. Until then, be present, be kind, be ready. Your future's already listening.